How you doing? This is BK for manforwars.com, where I'm promoting polite patriotism to help nice ladies and gents offline teach kids to look, talk, and feel great, and tell people worldwide offline locally discuss and share great info they find offline as better people making better places to live, helping people think for themselves by giving them different things to think about, getting better politicians and results by making sure your people are informed and empowered and they demand more from their government than what they're typically given. And so check out manforwars.com for more on that. See more in the description below, and also what to do about this latest COVID-19 pandemic. But this video is called Men Get Girls. Stop other men from being assholes. Fight the man. They're all yours. Enjoy. Men get girls. Stop other men from being assholes. Fight the man. They're all yours. Enjoy. And that's it. Now you can extrapolate out from there, but I'll also go through a few points just to kind of solidify this in your mind. But that's basically all you have to do, right? Stop other men from being assholes. Girls have trouble doing that, and so on, right? And they don't like having a bunch around to screw them up. And fight the man, pretentious asshole, the man, just a man, whatever, or just some scumbags, whatever. But that's all you got to do. Girls have trouble doing that. You can do something they can't do. As opposed to girls can do anything men can. Men don't say that. And we can do anything girls can. Although these days it's getting all confused and screwed up. When it comes to those things, girls don't say that. They can't say that. And if you do say that, then they'll be good company and they'll be thoughtful and curious and won't say too much as long as you can talk, right? And I'll go through some of the issues people are having. But hey, even if this COVID-19 pandemic kills us all, at least we can be in a better mood till that happens. So the first point is, what are men and women here for? What are men and women here for, right? What are you actually here for, right? Men got to make sure they're cool. They got to make sure other people are cool. And they got to make sure where they are and where they live is cool. That's it. That's all you got to do. Make sure you're cool. Make sure other people are cool. Make sure where you are, where you happen to be, or where you live, where you happen to live is cool. That's all you got to do, right? And don't feel bad about it. Feel good. That's how to. You can look up lots of people you like way better than my dumbass to kind of go, you know what, if I kind of map what he's saying to kind of what the people I like are saying, my favorite artists, musicians, intellectuals, religious figures, whatever, meh, something like that, right? And what are women here for, right? Women are here, right? Women got something to do too. You can't just let them sit on their lazy asses, right? Women are here to put us both in a good mood and make babies. That's it. That's all they got to do. Now, we've got to be nice to each other for that to happen, but that's all they got to do, right? Doesn't matter. Young ones, old ones, fat ones, skinny ones, smart ones, dumb ones, that's it. It's got to put us both in a good mood and make babies. That's it. Everything else that men or women do is either a bonus or a pain in the ass. That's it, right? Make a lot of money, really funny, all a bonus, right? Like doing boring stuff, stupid stuff, pain in the ass. That's all, right? If a man's, wants to go watch a baseball game, girlfriend's like, baseball is so boring. But whatever, you generally good mood, no problem. She can do that once in a while, hang out with you for 2-3 hours at a boring baseball game or whatever, right? The woman wants to go shopping to Bed Bath & Beyond or whatever and look up, 75 different towels to see which one's the most frou-frou. Boring, but hey, generally in a good mood, a bit of a pain in the ass, whatever, right? But, if they make either of you make a lot of money, or you're funny, or you're smart, or you're this, or you're whatever, you're attractive, all a bonus, right? Or the other stuff could be a pain in the ass. But as long as people respect each other, like nice ladies and gents teaching kids to be, then no problem. And part of that is men, make sure you stop other men from being assholes, and you fight the man, and then they're all yours. They're all yours. Enjoy. They're all of them. They're all yours. Now, you can't do whatever you want with anyone you want, right? But in terms of generally being good company, being nice, being a nutritious source of energy and inspiration and making you feel like a man who can, they're all yours, all of them, right? Now, you pick one or pick your favorites, right? Pick your favorite or pick your favorites. They got to pick you too, right? And settle down or hang out for a bit, date, whatever, right? But the rest of the time with them, always being here and all over the place, right? You can generally move with a good vibe, self-respect, showing and getting respect, or just keeping your own so that the next time you can be cool with that person, or for the next person you can be cool with. No big deal, right? That's all, right? And if you move like that, you got that in your mind, and these little instinctive creatures kind of pick up on that, then you're good to go, right? If they don't, then they'll kill you both for their troubles, right? If you're not someone they can do anything nice with, then they'll just kill you both for their troubles, for the troubles that they ran into because you didn't do anything, or for the troubles that you're causing because you're a piece of shit they have to put up with, right? So they just kill you both, right? No respect either way. Now, a couple of things. Men want to feel useful. Women want to feel special, right? You can say that. You can say that. I've tested this stuff extensively at manforwars.com. I've said it individually to guys and girls, right? They all agree. Nobody disagrees. Guys have a light bulb goes off. Oh, yeah, you're right. That's it. Men want to feel useful. Women want to feel special. Say, this guy thinks about his fiance. Ding. Hey, you're right. And that guy thinks about girlfriend. Ding. That guy thinks about just girls in general. Ding. Light bulb goes off. Girls, less of a ding and more of a, that would be nice. So they less of a ding, up, more of a, kitty cat relax, right? And they relax and they're good company because they know if you think like that, probably not going to do anything stupid, probably going to be useful, and they can be special, so why do anything stupid, right? And that's one thing. And another thing, and this is something that made my roommate at the time, older guy than me, we were both sitting on couches and we were talking about guys and girls like guys often do and girls often do and people often do. And I said, as we were organically in this conversation, I said, man, women would rather be with an animal they can tame than a tame animal. Women would rather be with an animal they can tame than a tame animal, right? And my buddy bolted up off his couch. He was like, what the? He didn't say anything. Just grabbed pen, paper, wrote that down. Women would rather be with an animal they can tame than a tame animal. And he had a fairly, quote unquote, strong woman that he was dating. And he was thinking, whoa, this could really help me with that, right? So I could be a strong man with that strong woman, not a weak man that strong woman, feels possibly superior to and then shitty about, right? So, so that's important. That's why I stop other men from being assholes, or keep other men from being assholes, and fight the men, right? Those are the animals she can tame, not a tame animal. She'll have more power over more power, as opposed to less power over, or more power over less power, right? If you're a great, big, strong, badass, successful, whatever dude, right, and she can charm you into being nice to her, then she's happy. If you're a weak dude and she can bully you into doing whatever she says and whatever she wants, then she is not happy, right? So keep that in mind. Yeah. So what's the problem? Well, here's the problem, right? The problem is, over the last few years, and I've documented this extensively at manforwars.com, you can see the history section there, for example, to see sort of how this happened from a more technical perspective, at least kind of a brief breakdown, right? But the problem is regular straight men, often girl washed, gay washed, trans washed, right? Discouraged from talking, wanting to get looked at instead, right? But nothing to look at and no one to look, right? So they're not supposed to say anything, right? They have nothing to look at and no one to look. Regular straight guys, right? Can't walk slow, look cool, try and feel hot, and no one to look at you, right? So regular straight guys. Nothing to look at, no one to look, don't want to look at each other, still don't want to look at each other, right? But they want to get looked at instead of talk because they're not supposed to talk. So what else you do, right? So a lot of them, Alex Jones has talked about this, seeing this in Austin, Texas, is turns into a liberal hellhole, and others. You say they strut around like big bitchy peacocks, hey, big tough guy, strut around like a big bitchy peacock. Yeah, check me out. Yeah, big bitchy peacock. Yeah. That's what they do, right? And variations on a theme, worse than that, right? And that's what they do instead of respecting each other and communicating well, or respecting anyone else and letting them communicate well. And so they kind of take everybody down, right? This is different than, normal gay guys or normal trans guys, as it were. People can be jerks, straight, gay, trans, whatever, right? But with straight guys, nothing to look at, no one to look. With gay guys, at least they have that going on. They don't have to bother each other, bully each other. They don't have to be uncomfortable about looking at each other because they're into that, right? Some might be scum, some might be perverts, some might be pedos like anybody else. But archetypically, you go to a gay club, they have no problem doing that. You put a bunch of straight guys together, not really talking and looking at each other, you got a problem, right? And they cause problems for everybody else. So that is the issue, right? And they make everyone else kind of do that because what else can you do with them? What else can you do? You can't be nice. You can't respect them. You know, they don't want to talk. No point in listening to them. Nothing to look at, right? So you know, you can't be nice to someone who's like that. And they can't be nice to you, and they can just bully everyone into not respecting them because they kind of force you to look at them and make everyone else do it. And so they lose respect that way. Big, strong, badass dudes like me. Average height, average weight, average build. I could bully people into not respecting me. No problem, right? I could force you to look at me, force you to see me do something stupid. I could come too close to you. I could be too aggro. I could be too loud. I could be too obnoxious. I could do it, but then I lose respect that way, right? And if it's normal to do it and other people do it to me for no good reason, then I lose respect that way, right? So big bitchy bully, put up with me. No, don't say anything, whatever. And then, quite embarrassing, right? I'm not talking. Don't say anything. I have to do this big bitchy bully thing, right? And then, oh, little bitchy bully, ripping my balls off, just impotent while I can't say or do anything. So you're a grown-ass man with other grown-ass men, can't really say anything. You're just impotent while you're a mess near each other. Very insulting, right? And so that's why people don't respect each other, can't communicate well, right? Because it's very insulting. Like a grown-ass man, I can at least hear something, possibly help, right? I'm not just impotent while you're a mess, right? You're going to tell me why you're a mess or forget it, right? And that's it. You're going to give me a chance, right? I don't care what happened. I can say it. You can say it, whatever. I can help. I can at least hear it. That'll help. And I can possibly say something, but I'm not impotent while you're a mess near me. Very insulting to insult anybody like that. Grown-ass man especially, but even girls, kids, whatever, anybody, right? Very insulting. So people insult each other like that, right? And with my own girlfriends, very rarely it happens, but it has happened, right? Sometimes my girlfriend's totally out of control, right? Just nothing I can say, nothing I can do. And then I go for a walk. I go for a drive. I'm like, that's it. I'm out of here. Don't you leave me. There's nothing you can say or do. I'm just a miserable bitch. I'm a total man. That's it. I'm out. I'm out. How dare you? Hey, listen, you worry about that for the next hour or so that I'll leave you. And then when I come back, after I go for a drive, go for a walk, call a friend, play some ballsy music, reinflate my little raisinets into watermelons again, my balls, right? When I come back, you keep that thought in your mind. You feel a little sorry, a little guilty. You calm down, and then whatever you're all worked up about or messed up about, we will deal with, and I will fix. It's just a fucking girl problem, and there's way bigger things than that I can fix. So, not that it's not important, but in terms of complexity, it's not that much. So that's what I do, and same thing. Bros get to tripping like that, man, check these bros later. Bros get to tripping like that, man. Bros be all bitching. Bros be all up in your shit. Bros be all messed up. Can't do shit. Man, bros get tripping like that. Check these bros later. Man, I ain't got time for this shit. I ain't say hate on the bros. I ain't say don't fuck with the bros no more. I say when bros get to tripping like that, man, check these bros later. Right? Or hoes. Same thing. Right? That simple. Right? When you can get back to a position where you're not impotent and you can respect each other and communicate about what they're a mess about, then fine. Then you can do that. Until then, check these bros later. Check these hoes later. Get out of there. Save your balls. You're going to need them. You're going to need them for them. You need them for something else. You're going to need them just to enjoy your fucking food, right? And, girls, girls, have other stuff to do. But like the birds, right? Like the birds, the slang, British slang for the girls is the birds. Why? Because they like to get checked out and fly away, right? They like to get chased, but they're hard to catch. They like to get checked out and fly away. They don't want you to, then sometimes, other times people are addressing each other formally, but informally, they like to get checked out and fly away, right? So girls sometimes will walk this away, and then they'll walk that away, and it's about the journey, right? Not like men, no hips, walk straight to Home Depot, jump over a car on the way there if you feel like it, right? Girls, cute little hips, make cute little circles when they walk. And so, girls will do that, right? Some guys will be over there washing the car, and girls will walk this away, and they'll think, not sure if, I can relax around these guys yet sometimes, right? And so, they'll just, whatever, they'll just be nearby, and the guys will be cool, and they'll be like, whatever, and then the girls will be like, okay, those guys were cool, they seem to be busy, too busy to bother people, bitchy, don't be busy, they're not bitchy, they're busy, no problem, And if they're bitchy, the girls will be like, all right, didn't work. They just kept doing what they were doing. No problem. They'll walk this away. Then, if they feel like it, they'll walk that away. And this time they'll walk slow, look cool, and try and feel hot with guys they can trust to kind of check them out and then go back to what they're doing. That simple, right? And so that's what girls can do. But guys can't do that, right? Guys can't do that. They got to speed everything up. They got to move really fast. They got to whatever. Guys can't do normal girl stuff in normal girl ways, regular straight guys with each other or anybody else. So they got to speed everything up. And as they speed everything up, and it becomes very uncomfortable, and they make you uncomfortable, and you're not supposed to say anything, because when girls get attention in an appropriate way, you're not supposed to talk about specifically how. At least one factor, right, is, a girl, little young girl, 3-year-old girls being really cute, say, hey, were you cute so I could be nice to you? Is that why you used the little spoon for a little yogurt you wanted and the big spoon for more yogurt, and you were being all cute and fun? And the girl look at you like, are you crazy? I'm being nice. Shut up, right? Or a 25-year-old bartender girl squishes her boobs together, gives you your beer, has a smile. Excuse me, did you squish your boobs together while you lean forward and bat your eyelashes so we'd be friendly and I'd give you a nice tip? What are you talking about, pervert? How dare you, right? No, but yes, old lady, twinkle in her eye. Excuse me, were you a twinkle in your eye, putting us in a good mood, hoping I help you cross the street or carry your groceries? What are you talking about? So when it comes to normal girls, right, even if they practice in the mirror, even if they read Cosmo, even if they dress for it, you don't get into the specifics of what they're doing. And when it comes to guys doing that, who feel guilty and embarrassed and lie and argue and keep bothering you, especially as they get more sort of mentally ill, sketchy and uncomfortable, just like regular mentally ill people, you don't get involved. Nobody wants to pay attention to them, and now somebody is, so they'll bother you even more, right? So, like everybody else, self-respect, mind your business. They calm down, you can respect each other, acknowledge each other, mind your business after that, or, be comfortable looking at, talking to each other, fine. Not, hey, next time or next person. Don't be a mess for the next person, right? And same with the girls, right? They're both analogous and allegorical. And I can show you what happens when they don't, and everyone kind of becomes the same, and they become sort of compliant corporate clones or globalist commie zombies who can't hear anything different, can't think anything different, can't say anything different, and can't do anything different, and then won't let anybody else, right? And as part of this globalist commie zombie takeover, part of the globalist COVID-19 pandemic scare, there could be these armies of people that won't let anyone do anything to get us out of this because they're in their feelings. They're making everyone quiet and uncomfortable. If you try and do anything else, you're just more of a target. Any human behavior is more of a target, right? I know myself, right? With regular girls, right? Just when people aren't all screwed up and commie zombieing, regular girls. If I'm busy, then sometimes they might be gracefully distracting, right? Not wasting time, not wasting mine, not wasting theirs, just making it stand still in an appropriate way for their age, looks, the relationship we have, the situation we're in. Busy guy, typing on a laptop, cute girl walks in the same Starbucks, she moves a little slower, relaxes near me, notice, relax, smile, done, right? Just wants to politely acknowledge me in a slightly feminine way, done. Busy, fine. Happy, no problem. They can make you happier, right? No problem. In an appropriate way. Not appropriate, no problem. They're a bitch, at least they can switch. If a guy's a bitch, he can't switch, right? Guys like, stupid bitch, and then you're like, no way. He goes, oh, sorry, cute girl, never mind. Don't be mad. Switch. Nice girl, Girlfriends, last girl I seriously dated, same thing, was just being bitchy at the table, drinking wine, right? Just looking at her phone and pissed off look. And I was like, I'm going to go check email. She goes, what? I thought we were having fun. I said, we're not having fun. I'm going to go check email. I'll come back in 10 minutes, right? And I was pissed, right? And I went, checked email, my computer, came back downstairs, and then she switched from the bitchy, put up with me, miserable girl to vulnerable, sad, have my pride, similar, but not bad vibes making me put up with her, more vulnerable, making me notice her in a bad mood, making me smile to help her put her in a good mood, show I'm not mad at her, and then she could switch out of that and say, okay, asshole, the most fun you'll have all day. Got to go to work, got to do this, got to take your boss's dick, whatever, not practically, not literally, but in the sense of other shit you have to do. I'm the most fun you'll have all day, right? So she switched, right? But guys can't do that, right? Regular straight guys can't do that with each other, and nobody can do that with them if they're not worth anything, right? Because they do that, right? So So that's on guys and girls, just sort of briefly. And this what happens is I've tested this. I've got lots of video. See manforwars.com, lots of video, right? Busy, boom, happy, boom. Talking to someone, looking at someone, whatever, saying something, whatever, right? Typically, girls can be appropriate, right? I've been loud, obnoxious, ballsy, on my "Are you not entertained?" right? And girls in a good mood will show up, and they'll be female, vulnerable, feminine, and I'll take the edge off, smile, and say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't even know you were here," right? But if they're not, then they're just milling about, busy everywhere, don't change a damn thing, right? And that's the normal masculine feminine dynamic, right? Where you can do that. This is also why guys get together Fight Club style, just like the Freemasons, just like other groups, just like the movie, to beat the Matrix, all trapped online, like we are now with the COVID-19 pandemic, living in retro culture, living in the 20th century, looking at old comic books, old G.I. Joe, stuff we liked when we were kids, right? So it's sort of Fight Club versus the Matrix from 1999, because there is that double standard. And you want that double standard. You don't want it all the time. And girls like men who can talk, just not to them. Near them is fine, but not to them. You don't say the exact same things to a girl, right? And that makes it hard to talk about serious stuff sometimes with girls around. Some girls can, some girls want to, some girls are scrappy as hell. But generally speaking, a lot aren't. And generally speaking, if they get a chance to be with all sorts of other shit they have to do, they like the chance to act like a girl and be treated special by some man who is useful. So I've met them. Big ones, small ones, fat ones, skinny ones, 6'2", 200-pound Silken Lauman, champion, Olympic champion, Canadian rower. She's at the Eaton Center Mall. Lots of people are milling about. I happen to be nearby. Look at her, smile. She catches my vibe. She starts being a graceful, vulnerable, 5'2", 100-pound girl, as opposed to her actual 6'2", 200-pound girl. She's bigger than me, stronger than me, but she's with a man, or she's interacting with a man. She knows it, so she's graceful and feminine and vulnerable. That's what I get out of that chick who's bigger and stronger than I am, right? So that's a real key, right? Now, one of the things that you can use to beat this is music, right? Music, right? We all want guys with balls to talk to, right? But except for the internet, except for a few Patriots and videos and so on, a lot of times in common culture, we're all supposed to be crumpled, lying, bitchy, sketchy, pussy men, and then girls are, killing us both the same way for their troubles, having to put up with and deal with this garbage, right? They're hard to find, right? But with music, music is often men with balls who are really trying to say something, right? Men with balls who are really trying to say something. Men with balls who are really trying to say something. Not men with no balls who are really trying to act sketchy and not. Men with no balls who are really trying to act sketchy and not. Just play with their hair, touch their face, wipe their nose, look at their toes, pretend to shove something in their mouth, get worked up, look at their body, look at their butt. Just really trying not to say anything wrong. Act sketchy. It's okay, right? It's kind of awkward, but can't really say anything. So I'm really trying not to say anything, but I'm acting sketchy. You know what it is. Can't really say anything, right? That's the problem, right? It's the biggest problem people have. It's why men don't respect each other. It's why women and kids don't respect them. It's why they can't show or get any. It's why nobody else can. And that is putting us behind the 8 ball right now. We need balls to beat the 8 ball, right? And so music can really help, because music, a lot of our music is about that. A lot of our favorite music is about that. Kendrick Lamar's recent song, Element. It's exactly about this, right? Previous album, To Pimp a Butterfly, he tried to be smart, but then he realized everyone's a bitch. So then he made the album Damn and tried to deal with Stop Being a Bitch, right? That was it. And this is for the young people out there. Before him, there was DMX. There was Tupac. There's also Coldplay, the song Talk, the song Speed of Sound, right? Bob Marley, Could You Be Loved and Could You Be Loved, right? Depeche Mode, right? That's what they all do. That's what they're all trying to say, right? They're all trying to say, stop other guys from being assholes and fight the man, basically, right? The establishment, whatever, right? And so music can really help with that, because, the former, music, can fix the latter, right? And it's the easiest way to do this. It's the easiest way to realize this. And it's the easiest way to reprogram your brain and help other people reprogram their brains to fix this, right? Rough Riders Anthem, another unsolved mystery. It's going down in history. Niggas ain't never did shit to me. Bitch ass niggas can't get to me. Got to make a move. Got a point to prove. Gotta make 'em groove. Got 'em all like ooh. So until next time, you hear this nigga rhyme, try to keep your mind on getting pussy and crime. Do stop, drop, shut 'em down, open up shop. Talk is cheap, motherfucker. Machine gun noise, right? That's from the DMX classic Rough Riders anthem, right? And all this stuff. Party up in here, y'all gonna make. It's all about this, right? All of his albums, all of his songs. X gonna give it to you. It's about this. You motherfuckers never wanted nothing but your life saved, bitch, and that's on a light day. Like, and then first we gonna rock, then we gonna roll, then we let it pop, go, let it go. X gonna give it to you, he gonna give it to you. That's all about using music to inflate your balls so we can, for the ongoing fight for freedom, right? So we can beat the man. Use music to inflate your balls to beat the man, right? And also, in terms of stopping, other men from being assholes, right? You've got to be in that position, right? Especially as an older guy with the younger guys to stop that, right? You got to stop kids from fighting. You got to whatever. You got to get. I'm at a club with some hot female friend of mine. Whatever. Some guy's hitting on her, right? And puts his hand on her waist, and I stepped to him. This is a big, muscly black guy, like stronger than I am. Like I felt his arm, right? Hey, got to man up. Trying to help him man up. I'm not trying to make him less of a man. I'm trying to be a man. And if he wants to be a man and see a man, then he's going to pay attention to this man, right? And I said, hey, man, you don't know her like that. Like I grabbed his arm, moved it off my friend. He's like, hey, what are you talking about? What are you doing? Hey, I said, you don't know her like that. Don't touch her like that. You don't know her like that, right? And the girl, she could be maybe halfway into it, maybe halfway not, maybe halfway hope he's still nice, maybe halfway he's trying to cop a feel. Who the hell knows, right? She don't talk like that, right? But, I told him, you don't know her like that. Back off, right? And then the guy sized me up. I sized him up, right? And he was like, all right, whatever. And I saw he was, he moved his hand off her, but they were still talking. I left him alone, right? Good, chat her up. If it goes well and you do know her like that, and that starts happening, that ain't none of my business. But before you know her like that, you don't know her like that. So don't do that, right? Or drunk on the dance floor, right? Drunk on the dance floor. You just, hey, drunk guy on the dance floor. Ooga booga booga, wooga wooga wooga, wee wee wee. Just spazzing out everywhere, bumping into everyone, right? The girls, these days, who knows? They might say, watch it. They might punch him in the face. They might get knocked the fuck out for being emasculated into a guy because it's dangerous for girls to, do that with guys, especially when they're all fucked up and shitty versions of girls and jealous and bitchy and sketchy. It's dangerous, right? But you don't want them to do that, to dangerously get involved that way, right? They can. Everyone should stand up for their self-respect as best they can. People around, right? Hopefully get some help. Throw a drink at a guy's face. I'm not saying they're completely helpless, right? But broadly speaking, it's really other guys' jobs to keep each other in check, right? And so, you don't want the girls to get together in a circle, whisper to each other, all go to the bathroom, and all leave the club because some fucking idiot on the dance floor couldn't control himself. He was too drunk and he was too obnoxious. And all of a sudden you're stuck in a sausage fest with a bunch of other miserable, pissed off guys. No, you don't need to do that, right? You go over to the drunk on the dance floor, start talking to him. Hey, man, calm down a bit. What are you talking about? I'm drunk. What the fuck you? Who the fuck are you? Hey, man, listen, you know a good sandwich? I know a good sandwich. I bet you don't know a good sandwich. Oh, fucking right. Okay, come here. Tell me about the sandwich. Bring your drink. Get over here. Just get him away. Right? That's all. Right? Or other situations where you're not trying to make him less of a man, and you're not trying to make yourself less of a man, and you're not trying to make the girl more important than you guys, right? But you're saying, as a man, talking to you like a man, don't do that. Do that, you're less of one. Why? Because I'm good at it. And this is what we're supposed to do, right? My experience is 99% of the guys, unless they're seriously involved in some serious criminal action, or it is a domestic dispute where they already know each other and they've been fighting like this for whatever, and now you're in the mix and that's none of your business, whatever. Even cops are like, I hate domestics. I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know if she fucking set all his $1 million worth of baseball cards on fire and now this is, I don't know what the hell's going on, right? It's not, it's a different thing when it's a domestic dispute. But in the general sense and in the philosophical sense, guys can do this, other guys will respect it, they'll know where you're coming from, right? As long as you're not trying to take each other down, as long as you're standing up for yourself, standing up for a chick, going toe-to-toe with that guy, eye-to-eye with that guy and saying, hey, this is what it is, right? Then they generally respect that. They want to see and be that guy, got problems in handling it, motherfuckers see me. These niggas is jealous because deep in the eyes they want to be me. Yeah, and now you got me right beside you, hoping you listen, that get you paying attention to my ambitions as a rider. from Tupac's classic Ambitions as a Rider, right? That's part of that. Um, and so go on about this, and I'll do some other stuff, but I'll keep this, relatively concise. Um, but the point is, music can help with this, right? Because it's guys really trying to say something, not guys acting sketchy, like ugly versions of girls, really trying to find excuses not to and ways to express themselves in different ways and making everyone else do that. Losing respect by being a mess, losing respect by putting up with a mess, losing respect by being impotent when all this shit's going on, and then not having anyone want to pay attention to them anymore or respect or listen to or talk to them or look at them, and then just being even more annoying. As you can see, my extensive research at manforwars.com proves happens to not just them, but all the other men and women and children they make act like them when there's nothing else you can really do with them, right? Um, so finally, when it comes to nationalism versus globalist communism, right? This is the key to patriots locally connecting. Patriots locally connecting, right? I've been an advocate of the offline info war since we won it against swine flu in 2009. See below the links. You can see the clear video proof. You can see how we won. You can see everyone's fine. Civilians fine with it. Patriots fine with it. Security fine with it. Police fine with it. Military fine with it. Intelligence fine with it. Politicians fine with it. Media fine with it. They even came and interviewed us on the street, hung out with us for a couple hours, talked to a bunch of people around us, right? They were all cool with us, right? Talked to us, interviewed, put us on CBC News, the Communist Broadcasting Corporation, Canadian Broadcasting Corporation, right? Because there's some good people that work in there. And if you do a good job, they'll cover people doing a good job. They won't necessarily be interested in covering the topics and bringing them up themselves to be weird in the newsroom. But if a bunch of people are making a big stink about something, whether it's getting the fluoride out of your water supply, giving people information on swine flu and H1N1 and the possibility of vaccinations and the pros and cons and the risks involved, or exemption forums, having thousands of grateful parents run up to us every weekend. Are you the guys at the exemption forums? I'll take 2, please. Thanks. Oh, my cousin, can I get 2 more? And, yeah, sure. Here you go. Here's 4. And here's a little piece of paper with the website. You can download the PDFs yourself. We know everyone's worried about this crap, right? So there's the offline InfoWar, and it's the best model I've ever seen, where there are polite patriots who get along with each other, get along with other civilians where they live. They're getting along great with each other, getting along better than most people do, as free speech people, not afraid to hear, say stuff, people with balls, people with eggs, you know what I mean? Mostly guys, some girls, no problem, right? And we get along with each other, and we're happy to ignore you, happy to say hi to you, happy to share a small piece of paper or flyer or DVD with you, or happy to talk to you if you want to talk to us. We are just an organic part of where you live. And this is an excellent supplement to the online information war, and it's the best model I've ever seen, having looked at all this stuff. I've seen the online info war, all the videos and YouTube videos and comments and people typing to strangers and people in chats on the side furiously typing little things that are kind of scrolling by, and I'm like, I've seen the protest model. People get, we're really mad. We already know. We're really mad. We already know. And people around don't care or they're annoyed, right? Whatever. You get in a fight with the cops, they put it on TV. Everyone hates you. They hate the cops. No idea what you're talking about. No respect for it. You know what I mean? That's the protest model. Where you get thousands of people together who all get together. Good to see numbers. But how do you share that information with people where you live so they understand why you're out in the streets making a big stink, right? Or the gotcha stuff on video, some of the stuff where you get people on video or change my mind or whatever. Some of those things are good, right? But they're more for the gotcha video, get likes, less about the sharing information with people, helping them think for themselves. If they just want to ignore you, done. Polite patriots. They want to just say hi. Oh, those people seem nice to each other, whatever, doing something. Wonder what they're up to. Hey, no problem. Done. Don't bother you. Stand there if you want, piece of paper out, whatever. Some at the table, some people handing out, whatever. People walk by, they don't want to talk, they just would rather research on their own. If it's stupid, laugh. If it's smart, enjoy. Pass it on. Said it myself, right? Then they'll go, yeah, sure, whatever. Take it, put it in their pocket. Can patriots beat junk mail? Absolutely, right? Patriots can beat junk mail, right? And junk mail is not illegal, and you're going to get a coupon for Burger King, you're going to get a coupon for this, you're going to get a coupon for that, you're going to get a thing that warns you about, vaccines and the risks and the pros and cons and other things, and gives you something to or gives you some websites you can check out on your own, help people think for themselves, right? And some people don't want, they don't, some people know everything you're talking about, but they don't want to say it, they don't want to talk about it. They've got family or friends around, but, or some people are just curious and they just be like, I'll take that, I'll put it in my pocket, I'll rush about on my busy Saturday, I'll get all my errands done, and then when I get home and I feel like it, I pull it out, might take a look, might go on the website, might, hear something different that I normally do, compare it to what I normally do, and think for myself, right? So that's the offline InfoWar, and that's what locally needs to happen. And I've been promoting this, and people all agree it's great, but people are more encouraged to stay online, typing to like-minded strangers. So you're online, you're talking to like minds, you're not reaching new people. Everyone's getting into their own kind of divided and conquered social circles. You'll have people watch nothing but makeup videos. You'll have people watch nothing but Patriot videos, and never the twain shall meet. And then when you meet on the street, you're like two different animals, and you're acting gender neutral and rude and sketchy, and making sure you don't say much because that might make someone uncomfortable. And then, bleh, that's that, right? So, this is key to locally winning the offline info war, is making sure people can respect each other where you live, and polite patriots can take a lead on that. You promote being polite, which everyone likes. So you don't seem crazy. You're not like Antifa. You're not into making more of a racket than you are into making sense. And you're not in people's faces, and you're not thinking they're Nazis if they don't agree with you. You're not doing any of that stupid shit, right? So you make them look like idiots. You make all the radical leftists look like idiots, right? If you move effectively and correctly when it comes to this, right? And you promote being polite, which everyone likes, so nobody can think you're a bad person. It makes it easier for people to talk about fun or serious stuff. And then from there, people who like you because you're nice and you say you're nice and you are nice and you promote being nice are more open to kind of taking your information and going, well, okay, you seem nice. You're polite patriots. You're just trying to make better people and better places to live, give people a chance to think for themselves. Sure, right? And they may take your info and they may reflect on it, and that may help. And then you can control your cities, right, where you live as local patriots, offline InfoWar. You control your states or provinces, and you control your countries, right? And the end. That's how you do it, right? And that goes from the reasons why, men get girls, right? Stop other men from being assholes and fight the man, and they're all yours. Enjoy. They're all generally friendly and good company. If they get to be, you've got something which keeps your mind straight, where I can't be an asshole. Got to stop other guys being assholes. Got to fight the man. Bitchy, don't be busy. I won't be bitchy. Bother some other guy who's busy. He won't be bitchy and bother me if I'm busy, or if he does, forget it. Like bird poo, bothers everyone. Yucky stuff in the ground. Nothing personal. Nothing else to do. Doesn't care about people. So if it can stop, great. Then next time we're cool. If it doesn't stop, nothing. Never mind. Like bird poo, you avoid it. Whatever. Who cares? And the next person you can be cool with. And that's it. It's that simple, right? Don't lose your self-respect and take other people's. And there you have it. So, that's basically it. That's it. Men get girls. Stop other men from being assholes and fight the men. And they're all yours. Enjoy. And they'll enjoy. Guys want girls. Girls want to be somebody's girls. That's how you get them. And then for the other shit you have to worry about, that's a lot more complicated than that. It becomes a lot easier to deal with and handle. And if you got to fight, it makes it easier to win. And there you have it. So BK from manforwars.com. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, share, get in touch with questions, answers, suggestions to work together, or financial support. See the links below. Otherwise, hope this helps, and I'll talk to you soon. Cheers.